nor do I care. He don't scare me. Conor Benn is not scary at all. He's not a tank. He don't feel like anything like a threat. He's gonna come over here to the US and get his ass spanked by either me, Shakur will shut him down, but I'll knock him out. It's much different. I will put him to sleep. He's very tenacious and tries to come at you, but I will catch him bad.
First fight back down to my natural weight in 3 years. Garcia, keep my belt warm. I'm ready. We can run it next, no doubt. Let's have it any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Let's do it next. Come on. Let's go. What are you saying? Yeah? Garcia next to what? Come on. Let's go. Yeah.
Oscar, do you think Ryan Garcia would beat Conor Benn?
Yes. But I believe we can see a trilogy. I believe that it's that type of fight, that type of matchup, because both guys are hungry.
Ryan Garcia mocked Conor Benn after the Regis Prograis fight, saying Benn is nowhere near his level, and adding that even Benn's performance failed to impress.
At all. You're never, like, maybe you will be like that one day, but you're not like that, bro. You haven't fought nobody. Your last fight was a fluke. The dude was putting kind of hands on you, not really, but you weren't beating his ass for them to stop the fight. So I had a problem with the ref, not you, but now you trying to come at a real G like that?
Ryan Garcia mocked Conor Benn by calling him Conor Bum, using trash talk to belittle him and question his level. After the Prograis fight, Benn said Ryan Garcia should be next, insisting he wants the WBC world title, and accusing Ryan of acting cowardly by avoiding the challenge.
Yeah. Well, I guess what's next? I see Ryan Garcia. I see Tio was in the ring with you as well. But
Tio's my guy.
Ryan next then?
Ryan Garcia next. I want a WBC world title next. Yeah. That's what I've been dreaming of. That's what I've been working hard towards for the past 10 years.
Yeah. But I guess what entices you about a Ryan Garcia fight? What did you make, I guess, of him calling you out?
Of course he calls me out now. He's a coward. He probably thinks, has Conor looking 147, 150 in 4 years? You know, he weren't calling me out for the past 2 years, was he?
Yeah.
Where's he been? You know, while I've been vocal and actively chasing that fight, it's cowardly. But you know, he can get it next, and he'll get a better version of me. I mean, I done what I needed to do in there tonight. I ran out on 6 weeks' notice, a weight I haven't made in 4 years. You know.
Ryan Garcia quickly responded to Conor Benn's call out on X, making it clear he is not afraid. He wrote, "I'm down. Garcia versus Benn. Let's do it," showing full willingness to fight. Garcia also tweeted, "Mark my words, his corner or the ref stops my fight with Conor in the 6 to 7 round. Nigel Benn expressed complete confidence in his son, saying he believes Conor Benn can beat anyone placed in front of him, whether it's Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, or any other fighter.
Assume he does beat Regis Prograis tonight. Do you want to see him in there with Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney? Who do you want to see him in there?
Whoever they got lined up. I don't mind. I'm very confident my boys fighting all of them against Rowley, Garcia. So I'm just happy for him to fight any of them. I really do. And now that he's at his proper weight, you'll really see the best of Conor tonight.
Paulie Malignaggi admitted Conor Benn is a solid fighter, but argued he should not be mentioned alongside elite champions like Shakur Stevenson, stressing that Benn has not yet proven himself at that level.
The Conor Benn fight, they showed a stat on the television screen with Conor Benn's like career and accolades. Basically, he's the son of Nigel Benn and so on and so forth. The top one was 2-time world champion. Okay, 2-time, not even 1 time. They made it twice. I guess making it up once wasn't enough for them. They had to make it up that he did it twice.
They must have put Regis Prograis' resume in the wrong column, mate. That's what they must have done. They kind of got that right.
You know what? I hope for their sake, I hope you are right. I want you to be right. I want you to be right.
I love this guy.
He doesn't mess about, does he? He doesn't mess about.
See, that's what we need, David.
Go on.
And
guys, I don't mind watching Conor Benn. Like I don't mind him getting the fanfare. He's an okay fighter. Just don't start mentioning him at world-class levels. Then you start crossing the line. Because he's not your Jake Paul either. So it's not like I'm throwing him all the way on the other side. I'm not doing that. I'm being a very honest person here. He's an okay fighter.
Eddie Hearn raised concerns about Conor Benn's punching power, suggesting that despite his aggression and energy, he still lacks the knockout force needed against top world-class opponents.
Did he work? What do you think of Conor tonight?
Yeah, it was what it was. I think,
it was difficult because Regis couldn't really stand up. You could tell from leaving the first round, his leg wasn't, you know, but yeah, not the best, but you know, he's had a lot to deal with, and I wish him all the best.
Put that down to the weight?
I think he's better up at middleweight, to be honest with you. I don't think he has any power down at that weight, and I think he looked much more effective and stronger up at middleweight.
Free agent now, would you take him back?
Is he? Yeah, right. Yeah.
After watching Conor Benn's performance against Regis Prograis, Dave Allen said he doubts Benn could last even 3 rounds with Ryan Garcia, adding, he's just not that level.
He's just not that level. The other welterweight champions, who else have we got? Crocker. I don't think he beats Crocker, I really don't. I don't think Crocker's an elite world champion, but I don't think Conor Benn beats Lewis Crocker. Furthermore, I don't think he beats Conor Walker or Jack Catterall. I really don't. And, you know, if he watches this, as I've said, this is nothing personal. I don't dislike him in the slightest. I don't know him. I once knew him a little bit and thought he was a great fella. We had a few disagreements. Well, not a few disagreements. He didn't like a few things I said. But it ain't a personal thing. I see loads of things. Dave Allen, he ain't this, he ain't that. Fair enough, that's your sporting opinion. And you know what? A lot of it I agree with. I'm not the best fighter in the world either. Fair dues. But he's not a world-class fighter.
Dave Allen says Conor Benn is not a bad fighter at all. He is fit, active, and throws punches in volume. He made it clear he is not disrespecting Benn's ability, as Benn brings energy and pressure in every fight. However, he pointed out that Regis Prograis is a 2-time world champion, experienced, clever, and tricky, and that experience matters. Allen explained that Prograis is past his best and was also moving up in weight, far from his natural division. He also mentioned talk of injury during the fight, saying it affected Prograis movement and performance. He criticized commentary for focusing too much on excuses instead of what was happening in the ring. In the end, Allen concluded that Benn did not look bad, but the context of the opponent's condition and weight makes the performance less impressive than it appears on paper.
A lot of people agree, and a lot of people said, Dave, you haven't got a clue, all the rest of it. And look, Conor Benn's not, I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, I don't think he is. He's fit as a fiddle. He throws lots of punches. And no matter what you say about Regis Prograis, which I'm going to get onto, he has been a 2-time world champion and been a very, very good fighter, and he's still a very experienced, clever, tricky man. So I'm not taking nothing away from Conor Benn. He's not a bad fighter, but Regis Prograis, £10 over his height, £8 over his highest ever weight. He wasn't even at welterweight. It was on the way to light middle. 2, he's a long way past his best. And 3, all that injury talk. Look, the commentary tonight was shite. I'm not bothered what anyone says. Andre Ward, one of the best fighters to ever live.
Paulie Malignaggi criticized how Conor Benn is being described, saying Regis Prograis' record was exaggerated as a 2-time champion to make the fight look better. He insisted people are inflating resumes. He said he has no problem watching Benn and accepts his popularity, but clearly stated Benn should not be mentioned at a world-class level. According to Malignaggi, Benn is an okay fighter who brings energy and pressure, but is not elite enough to be compared with top champions like Shakur Stevenson. He added that Benn's hype is mostly fan-driven and social media-driven, not based on true elite achievements. While acknowledging Benn could fight for titles due to popularity and activity, he stressed Benn is still a step below championship level and would likely lose to top fighters like Ryan Garcia.
With these world-class situations and world-class fighters, he talks about Shakur Stevenson and all this other stuff. His name belongs nowhere near those guys, okay? For the fanfare, okay, I get it. People start talking about him. He's got a lot of popularity, and I understand that's going to happen. But don't start mentioning him boxing-wise with these guys. All of a sudden, right away, we start seeing tweets and Instagrams about this Shakur Stevenson fight and everybody. Shakur Stevenson would beat him with one hand. I would beat him. I would beat him right now. I would beat him, okay? Watch my fight next month on Bare Knuckle. Make up your own minds. BKB, May 16th in Manchester.
I'll be there, baby. I'll be there. I'm watching you, man. I'll be watching that.
Conor Benn's invited too if he wants a piece afterwards.
I'm just. he's just on the Netflix broadcast.
I'll beat him right now. I'm not. I kid you not. Did you see that rhythm? He doesn't even know why he's jumping up and down. He's jumping up and down. He's leaping in with jabs. He doesn't even know what he's doing and why he's doing it. He's just doing it. You watched the guy fight, right? I mean, you saw the same fight.
Yes.
Watching, right?
Paul,
does he know what he's doing?
I want to get your opinion.
Does he know why he's doing it?
I want to get your opinion on this.
Recent reaction videos and commentary show a wave of opinions forming after Conor Benn's performance against Regis Prograis. Many in the boxing community are questioning where Benn stands among elite names and whether he is ready for the biggest challenges. Fighters like Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, and Devin Haney are being mentioned as comparisons. The debate focuses on whether Benn belongs in the same conversation as established champions, or if the gap in experience is still too wide. Some commentators highlight doubts about Benn's ability to handle high-level pressure, especially against faster and more technical opponents.
Holy moly, you had Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, everybody talking about how much food Conor Benn is. Check out the tweets, man. I mean, we got right here, and right here. I mean, it's nasty work from everybody. So let me know what y'all think. You know, Conor Benn is out here screaming a Ryan Garcia fight. We definitely wanted to see Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez. But now, what do you feel like should happen? You know, can Conor Benn steal that fight from Teofimo Lopez? Because Ryan Garcia says he would like that fight next, man. Let's make it happen. What fight would you rather see Ryan Garcia in? Would you rather see him in a Teofimo Lopez fight or a Conor Benn fight? Let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Turkey Al-Sheikh responds to Shakur Stevenson, letting him know that he's the best in his weight division now.
At the same time, there is growing interest in potential matchups, especially Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn, or even Teofimo Lopez. Fans and analysts debate which fight makes more sense and which would generate more attention. Discussions also include fight conditions, weight differences, and physical advantages, suggesting these factors could heavily influence Benn's performance against stronger opposition.
Bringing Regis Prograis up to 150 pounds. Maybe the 10-ounce gloves has something to do with it. Regis Prograis mentioned it. But I don't know, man. When it comes down to Conor Benn and this Netflix situation, I mean, could we see Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn on Netflix? I mean, let me know what y'all think in the comments section, man. But this is definitely interesting. And I want to see what's next for Conor Benn. And, you know, salute to Regis Prograis. Retirement, definitely good, man. Two-time champion, only two-time champion. And your hometown, New Orleans, you got to give yourself a pat on the back, my brother. Salute to you. Salute to Conor Benn. Great fight.
Benn's fight with Regis Prograis raised more questions than answers. From the opening rounds, Prograis started sharper, using clean boxing and timing to control distance. Despite being past his prime, he outboxed Benn early, landing accurate shots and forcing Benn to adjust to a southpaw stance. As the fight progressed, Benn found some success, but nothing decisive. He landed consistently but failed to seriously hurt Prograis, which became a key talking point. Even when Prograis slowed down, Benn did not dominate. The fight became messy with head clashes and a deep cut under Benn's eye. Fatigue also became visible as Benn's work rate dropped.
This is the guy who's going to fight Conor Benn, and Conor Benn just to rub salt in the wounds. The man who made Chris Eubank Jr. sign a rehydration clause, a man who himself wouldn't fight Lewis Crooker because the IBF warranted a rehydration clause, decides, I'm bringing this guy up from 140 pounds, but I'm going to weigh 150 pounds because I don't want to do the full 147. Yeah. All the advantages you could speak of. He did look noticeably leaner. Well, he always looks lean, but he looked noticeably smaller is probably the better word in terms of body mass. And in this fight against the chinny 140-pound old Regis Prograis, he didn't impress at all. He didn't do anything. The only time Prograis was noticeably hurt was in the first round when he was hit after the bell with a right hand. And his legs did buckle a little bit. But Conor Benn never came close to stopping Regis Prograis. Conor Benn hit Regis Prograis plenty in there. And it was very strange because
Although Ben won on the scorecards, the performance was not convincing. An opponent already beaten by other top fighters at 140 pounds remained competitive throughout. That comparison became central in evaluating Ben's level. After the fight, attention shifted to possible future opponents like Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Shakur Stevenson, but doubts remain about whether Ben is ready for elite competition.
Then you will see it. And he basically called out Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney and all them. What just happened there, right? None of them they will actually be jumping at the opportunity. They'll probably be just pushing. They'll probably be fighting one another for the opportunity to fight Conor Benn, having saw that. They'll be like, yeah, that's a lamb to the slaughter. It's taking candy from a baby. That performance right there, Conor Benn probably gets seriously. There's a good chance he gets stopped by all three of them. And I know Ryan Garcia can punch. We all know that. Devin Haney, he's hitting a little bit harder at 147. We know that Shakur is not the biggest puncher in the world, but still, they're so accurate. They will beat the brakes off Conor Benn. There's no doubts in my mind whatsoever based off that performance. It was a terrible performance. It really, truly was. Against the guy who flipping retired immediately after. He knew he had nothing left. And still, he was competitive. He won rounds in there. You know, I mean, the scorecards, I think, were all 98, 92. But you could have given him a round, maybe even a round or two in there.
Conor Benn's performance against Regis Prograis was described as underwhelming, especially considering expectations. As the younger, fresher fighter, Benn was expected to dominate. However, Prograis, 37 years old and past his prime, still competed effectively, landed shots, and caused visible damage, including swelling and a cut. This raised serious questions about Benn's ability to perform at a higher level.